start of a new week. I trust you're well.
Yes, yes. Listen, I'm great having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to be in Africa. This is my second time.
Second time.
Yes, my,
Okay.
my father's from Sierra Leone,
Okay.
and while I was going through my journey, which we could probably talk about,
Yeah.
he wanted to make sure he passed away, and he was like, make sure you go home to the motherland and see your people, man, and do some great things.
Yeah.
So this is just fulfilling my father's wish to come
Wonderful.
back to the continent and provide solutions and just overall impact.
Fantastic. I see from your resume that you've spent a lot of time in building businesses and
Yes,
then also in creating wealth and
yes,
also giving back by way of philanthropy. But
yes.
that's what you've done. But who are you?
Yeah, listen, I'm Corey Jacobs. I'm somebody that's been through a lot of my life, right? So what you may not even have the information on is that I ended up spending in America I had 16 life sentences in prison and did 17 years behind the walls and lost my freedom for like a nonviolent crime
Wow.
because of the laws in America, right? So, yesterday I went to Cape Coast and and the door of no return, right?
Yeah.
I got a chance to walk through there, and when I was in prison, and a lot of people say you probably never see the light of day again. So when I was walking through the door of no return, I could see, no, I did return. I returned to share information, to provide solutions, and what I learned along the journey in that experience. So I'm somebody who wants to just take some of their bad decisions and missteps in life and turn it into just positive achievements, right? So I come to Ghana, and there's various things that on my last trip we came to do. We sent over 6,000 pairs of sneakers with a brother of mine, Umar, with Afrikicks in a container to give out to the people. We have for one of my organizations, the Gift of Chess. We had 20,000 chess sets sitting in Ghana. Now we have 4,000 left, where we sent to Zimbabwe, Kenya, all from Ghana. Started chess programs at schools. We went to Michael Blackston's school and brought sneakers and chess sets.
Yeah.
We met with different tribes and started talking about solar and solutions. And then one other thing with my brother Carlo, who's sitting right here, on the side looking all proud, my proud Ghanaian brother who came to America and told me about an idea that I was in security business as well, that it was lacking security out here. He got into a situation where he got robbed, in the town, and when he was telling me, I realized that that was a solution that probably needed to be fixed. So we started the Carlo Vaughn Security Company, in relation to his journey. And so we've been putting solar security systems because of obviously we have a power issue, and where we're able to like still continue the security even if the lights go out.
Yeah.
So it's been incredible. We've been getting like a lot of good feedback, and while we're doing that, we're also seeing different things that we can do as far as the solar aspect. We have different partners in all over the world that does solar on a big level throughout Africa. So this time we came to open up a standalone store here in Ghana for the security, and to start looking at how we can like maybe help come with some other solutions.
Okay. And on that journey in
Yes.
creating this security company, how's it been for you?
No, it's
Comfortable, nice and easy?
no, it's been great actually. It's been like 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
I mean, really going through, all the various aspects of what works, what doesn't work. It took about a year just finding the right solution that where the lights wouldn't cut off. First, before we even went to that, we went past the wires, and then we went to batteries, but then the power was cutting off. Then we went to the solar, and that was the code crack, the solar.
I see. I see. So, are these products available on the market today?
Yes, they're available on the market. We'll be opening the store. We just finished painting and getting everything done.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the desk, and you'll be able to come to the office and see all of the great different products we have, from biometric, like doorbells and different things like that, fire extinguishers, safes, and all those type of things.
Fantastic, fantastic, and that's good. Good to know that you've seen an opportunity to provide a solution to a problem
Yes.
and also creating enterprise
Yes.
within our ecosystem.
And
Good on you to do
jobs
that.
as well, right? So another thing, 2 days ago, I went to visit one of the prisons. What's the name of the prison? Awutu
Awutu
prison. We went to
prisons.
Awutu prison.
Okay.
Obviously, I was in prison for 17 years, and I didn't mention that I was given clemency by the President Obama in the United States. That's how I got home,
Oh,
right? Because I did a lot of work in workforce development and creating programs in prison to educate the inmate population. So I interviewed with our brother from Crime Check a couple of times, and he said you need to start seeing these prisons in Ghana and seeing that people are going to prison maybe for stealing a banana or different things like that. So we met with the captain there. You know, they have a lot of programs that I've taken myself, and where we can come in and maybe add value to give some of the things that we've done in the United States, bring them here as models so they can educate like the inmates. So when they leave prison, they're leaving with a trade. They're not just leaving out to reoffend, because obviously the opportunities are low here, and it's way beyond what it is in America.
I know. It's not a part of your life that you profoundly speak about, but
Yes.
those years when you were in prison,
Yes.
how did it change your life?
Man, it brought me closer to myself, and it brought me closer to God. You know, it made me realize that there's more things like my family that's important, that everything doesn't, I don't have to get everything right now, right? To have patience, to not be so attached to the material things, right? And so that's what I learned after 17 years of wearing the same clothes pretty much every day. Right, when I was like a fly guy too, you know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the flyest guys
Yeah.
I'm from New York, like,
Okay.
and so to be stripped of everything that you got, and to say like what really matters is your character, you know what I'm saying, with the legacy that you leave, it just really transformed my thinking. So that's why I'm here, right? I could be doing a lot. I don't have to be traveling all the way across the world,
Yeah.
you know, to try to do these things. But I felt like God blessed me with an opportunity for freedom. So I had to take advantage of that, right? And so that's just why I'm here. I'm fired up. You know what I'm saying? I have a brand that's called Winergy, you know, winning energy. I heard
Yeah.
you say something about winning earlier.
Winergy, yeah.
And so the Winergy brand is about unifying people. It's about letting people know that, you know, they had every reason to give up, that may not see, you know, no way out, but you never give up on your dreams. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's that determination, it's that grit, it's that energy and mindset to win in any circumstance. You know what I'm saying? People are winning, and you can too. So I'm just here to be an example, to show somebody who had a death sentence in America, right? Who they said would never ever see the light of day again, right? But I'm here,
Yeah.
and I'm back. And so if I can do it, so can you.
You can do it as well. Fantastic. So, for all that you seek to achieve, yes,
Yes.
you talked about your trip here. This is your second time
My second time,
in Ghana.
yes.
Okay. What did you love about the first time, and what are you hoping to do a bit more of this time?
Yeah, well, the first time we went all the way, we drove so far to Michael Blackson School for hours. I got a chance to just see, like, I need to really double down on being blessed. Like seriously, like,
Yeah.
and so the first time I went so fast, we gave out the sneakers, we was doing this. It was just fully, you know, on the philanthropic side of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
This time I wanted to come. I didn't get a chance to go into prisons. I didn't get a chance to go to Cape Coast. I didn't get a chance to go to the beach.
Yeah.
I went to the beach yesterday. I rode
Yeah.
a horse. You know, I seen things that I didn't get a chance to see the last time.
Yeah.
I went to a place and seen art and seen the beautifulness of Africa, right? Which I didn't really get a chance to see the first time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I wanted to make sure that I show people it's not just like people who are in hardship. There's people out here winning. There's people out here winning.
Yeah.
So like a lot of our people, if they want to connect to their roots, I want them to watch my journey, see that I took a step out. I just came to Ghana for the first time and just came here, right?
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful thing. I was embraced. The people are so just, you know, like just amazing people. The hospitality, the hotel, the love that I'm getting, the receptiveness to, like, you know, some of the things that we want to bring, right? And I just feel like, you know, a brother of my mine told me, you know, yesterday, he was like, usually people come to Ghana one time, oh, I'll be back. You know, I came in January and I promised, I said, I'm coming back in less than 6 months. and it's May,
here
and I'm
you are.
already back. You know what I'm saying? Let me clap for myself.
Yeah, man.
You know
That's
what I'm
good.
saying?
That's
you
good.
see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I could have easily not did that. It's the summertime. You know, I seen it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't care. I'm getting on the plane. I'm spending the money because it costs money. I'm on Delta One.
Yeah.
Delta One costs money.
Yeah.
Because I gotta at least have my feet up, right? And that's it. And then the next time I come, I wanted to come establish with my brother the standalone store for the security. That was one goal. I wanted to go to the beach. That was another goal. I wanted to go to Cape Coast. That was another goal.
Yeah.
I wanted to ride a horse. That was another goal. Right.
What's the next one? What's on
No.
the bucket list now?
The next one is to like see more creatives. I love music, right? So I love music. I love creatives. I love art. I want to get in the studio. I want to see what's going on out here. I want to see how I can add value. A lot of people, you know, come to America that I know. I mean, from DeVito to this one now, Burna Boy, that I know, right? That come over
Yeah.
and want a footprint in the United States, right? So I want to come over here and see the talent. I want to be inspired. I want to see the music. I'm looking at music videos. I'm just getting into the vibe, right? And so I think the next time I would love to get in some creativity.
Okay.
That's like one
So
of the
musicians,
things. The musicians, and just-
producers,
yes, I want to feel it. I wanna
videographers, all the kind of people.
yeah,
Okay.
I want to go. I've been eating great food because I've been going to houses and they've been like showing me a lot.
What
of
are you
love.
eating? Anything that ain't even having?
The Jollof. We had the other what is it like? It's like plantains. What is it? Kiloway.
Kilaway.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Usually I don't eat plantains too much, but
Yeah.
the Kilaway, I'm bringing that to the United States. So you know, you know what I'm saying? The Kilaway. We had the catfish. Obviously the rice is amazing.
Yeah.
And
Have you had any soups yet?
no, I hadn't had any soup.
No
they
soup
tried to
yet?
get me to get a soup, but I got nervous.
Oh,
You know what I'm
why
saying?
get nervous?
No, because we were stopping somewhere. It was a soup. I was like, let me take it easy because obviously I came last time. I didn't get sick. Thank God. You know what I'm saying?
You
I-
won't
I-
be with the soups.
No,
The
no,
soups
no,
are
no,
good.
no. Sometimes, you know, I try to be careful of like not overeating. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure I get the most out of the trip. Because a bunch of people had got sick that came the last time, and everybody was like, "Yo, I slept 3 hours a night, and I rocked for 7 days straight."
Whoa.
And I wasn't even tired. But if I was in America, listen, if I slept 3 hours a night, I'd have been walking zombie. You know what I mean? you see what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I want to eat more. I want to try more food.
Okay.
I love food because I was in prison for all that time. You know, obviously eating food that is pretty undesirable,
Yeah.
right? Meat that you can't even tell what it is,
Yeah.
and it's just a lot of bread and cheese. You know, so now I'm known for just like the trying things, and I'm just so excited to eat, to just be eating great food
Yeah.
with that people that put love into the food. I want to go to different houses and like or different restaurants.
Yeah.
And a brother of mine
Variety.
owns Koto. I mean, I went there. I didn't even know all these amazing restaurants. I went to the Polo Club. I went to the Sky Bar.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, oh, y'all got a lot
Good
of
joints
fly
here,
stuff
yeah.
here. Yeah, so I want to do more of that. I just didn't have. I don't have a lot of time. Obviously, being on the ground, trying to just set things up and just see what value I can add. But next time, I'm you know, stretch it. I'm gonna do a little more on that front.
Let me explore a few things with you, and I'm just trying to get a sense of
Yes.
how people think when they approach problem solving.
Yes.
I like how you had a conversation about, an experience someone had that threatened their security, and how you
Yes.
created a solution out of it.
Yeah.
Many people approach the field of entrepreneurship
Yes.
with money as the
Yes.
priority.
Yes.
What should be the mindset when it comes to entrepreneurship?
Yeah, for me personally,
Yeah.
if you want to make an impact in the world, it's impact, right? It's impact. I would think that any business that I get in, I have another business that I'm involved in a partnership in. It's called Liquid Vita in America, right? And we have 32 wellness centers, right? So if I get in a bill, I'm just using as an example. I have Winergy. You know, it's a win to take care of your health, right? So I look, and this is I have it on.
I've
my
seen it,
arm.
yeah.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah.
So when I think about a brand, even if I'm building a brand like Winergy, what does Winergy mean? It's upliftment. It's being a light when you come in the room. It's showing up. It's being on time. It's you say 9 o'clock, be at 8:55 or better. You know, it's being holding yourself accountable. It's celebrating others' wins. It's lifting people up, helping them win.
Yeah.
So when I think about a business and entrepreneurship, for me, right? If it doesn't really have, if it's not impacting others or not unifying us or bringing us together, it's not really the kind of business I want to be in, right? So we're talking about health and wellness for one,
Yeah.
right? If you can have all the money in the world, right, $1 billion, whatever it is, but if you don't have your health, how can you really consider yourself wealthy?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like a social, capitalistic type of business.
Okay.
Right? We have to get money because we can't impact people
Without money.
Without money. That's number one, right?
Yeah.
But if we can help ourselves while we're in the business, if I'm in the health and wellness business and I'm eating better and I'm paying more attention, I'm putting my health 1st, right? While I'm getting money, that's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
You know what I'm saying?
All day,
That's
every
a
day.
win-win.
Okay.
100%.
What are your top 3 priorities every day?
My top priorities every day is to lock in on Winergy, because I was incarcerated so long. I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. So I do need some reeling in, right? So it's like my priority is to get up in the morning. I make probably 6 or 7 days worth of green juices. So just because. If I always say proper preparation prevents poor performance, right? If I put it in front of me, I've learned that I'm more likely to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So I start the week off where I make the green juices. I get up, I try to look at some educational content, something that, you know, that I can learn something from, because this is kind of my routine in prison. I'll kind of bring the prison routine out here,
Yeah.
right? I would read in prison. I read a couple of thousand books, but now I watch YouTube and videos, you know, listen to audio books.
Audiobooks, yeah.
And then my workout regimen, right? You know, since I've been in Ghana, usually when you travel, I've noticed that I kind of fall off once I get back, right? So what I've done is I've made sure that I've made time for myself. So if I got a meeting, I got something, I try to schedule it where at least I could get up in the morning, right? Get my workout in. You know what I'm saying?
What's your typical workout like?
My typical
Is it more
workout-
calisthenics or?
Yeah. I try to mix it up,
yeah.
right? I'll do in prison. We didn't have weights,
Yeah.
right, in the prison, so we do a lot of like bar work, you know, dips, bar work, push-ups, calisthenics, burpees, right? Now that I have these machines, I kind of like fall in love with the machines too, because it's like you take the machine, you do the shoulders, you do the curls. I like dumbbells. I like squats. I like burpees, you know, up and downs, you know, stuff that I can sweat. I don't really like to run too much because I done ran so much and I don't want to be light on the knees. I need my knees for something,
Yeah.
right? Because I was playing basketball, football all my life. And so I like to ride the bike. I like to ride the bike and look at the little screen,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And listen to some audio books. And
Yeah.
I get about 20 minutes of cardio in before the workout. And some days are better than others. Some days I might have meetings, I might be busy, and you know, and so I don't have the time to do a full thing. But what I do is I do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Enough to let you sweat, move, exercise.
Yes, move, keep in motion, right? And if you get in environments where people are working out, you know, I go to a gym. I have a gym in my house, but I still have a gym membership
Yeah.
because it's like when you go in the gym, you seeing people active. You see people moving.
Yeah.
You see people that are maybe overweight that are trying to better themselves. You see people that have reached their peak and reached their goals, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm inspired by all of that. I'm not a young buck anymore because they used to call me Buck, right? But everybody says I don't look my age, right? Because I really feel it's about your spirit and your energy. So it's like your spiritual aspect is very important. What you're reading, what you're digesting into your body,
Yeah.
right? I listen to meditation tapes. I take time to just be still and be quiet because of all the noise that's going around. So when I get out here, I have the energy. In order to be able to be effective and not wear my body down. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of things that happen. We're chasing this bag. We're going after this success. And at the end of the day, our health is paying the price. So I've learned from that, right? I haven't always been able to have it together in that aspect. But as you get older, I don't want to be a person that regrets things I could have done.
Yeah.
I could have did it. I should have did it.
So you better get it done.
I need like the last 20 years. I want to go out laying in my bed, God willing, potentially at least not bent over, back hurting, shoulder, neck, this and that. I want to at least have the best quality of life that I can have, and that only comes from only you can do that.
Yeah.
Only you can do that.
Yeah.
You can't look outside. You can't get You can't expect nobody to wake you up, pick you up, take you to the gym, put food in front of you. But what would happen when you do for yourself, when you take that step, and that's what I learned from prison, and start like me. I started doing classes. I started teaching classes. I was educating myself. I was making the necessary steps I needed to make to have somebody be able to help me in my journey to freedom. And that's what happened. I did all the groundwork so that I had got blessed with an attorney who was just in Ghana for 2 weeks. Her name is Brittany K. Barnett. Everywhere I go, I got to say her name, right? She resigned from her job as a corporate attorney, right? At 32 years old, she's a lawyer, and quit her job and said, I'm going to get you out of it. It's the last thing I do. And, and 10 months later, I was getting clemency from the president.
Wow. And
today, I'm here. So it's a responsibility. This lady and then we started the Buried Alive project. So me and Brittany and Sharonda, another client, a young lady who had life in prison, we started the Buried Alive project. And Buried Alive basically is really symbolic of how I felt by a life sentence, never knowing when I'm gonna get out. I felt like I was being suffocated, right? So we started the Buried Alive project, and today I'm proud to say we're at 60 lifers that we've been able to get out of prison in America. That means people who were never gonna go home again. We have 60 lifers who are now free. You know, men are able to see their kids, their grandkids, women who are able to get back with their family and reintroduce to society so they can come and be productive members and be a testament to what happens when you give people a second chance. That's really what I want to change, the perception of what it looks like of somebody, you just throwing the key away at somebody and just saying they can never, ever, ever be free again. That's not right. So it's my obligation to come out here and say, look, Corey Jacobs, yes, I made some bad decisions. I had life in prison. I was blessed to get out. But look what can happen. How many more Corey Jacobs are there, right? That if you freed them, can be out here doing something, sharing their experiences, coming up with solutions, and impacting the world.
Fantastic. I want to say a big thank you to you for joining us this morning. Time is not my good friend, unfortunately. But as we end our conversation this morning, what will be your final word to everyone listening and everyone watching this morning?
Listen, everyone's seeing from me just being in Ghana, me traveling, you know, life is not going to be easy, and we shouldn't expect it to be easy. But despite our circumstances, despite what we're going through, despite the lack of inspiration, despite the lack of opportunity, we can create our own opportunity. When I was in prison, you know, I had no light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like, I didn't even have a tunnel to look down for hope. But what do you do when you don't have a tunnel or even a light? You build a tunnel. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. If there's no tunnel, you build one. And that's what I was able to do.
Fantastic. Corey, I want to say thank you for your time.
Yes.
Corey S. Jacobs, thank you for joining us this morning. He is the CEO and founder of Winergy. He's a philanthropist and entrepreneur, co-founder of the Buried Alive Project.
Yes.
And thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're
that.
grateful.
It's a blessing.
We're grateful. Have
Thankful.
a wonderful day.
Grateful. You too.
Pleasure all mine. Thanks for your
Yes.
time, for joining us. Okay, so that should do it for us this morning.